Well, the crowd goes wild as we get ready to jump right into it. Split for map number 1. The AVL 2023 Grand Final starts right now. Sentinels versus PRX.
Oh, I cannot wait. I mean, this is, like you said, like, can the Sentinels avoid being dragged into the mud by PRX? And I think that's something that very few teams have been able to avoid over the course of a multi-match event. And for the Sentinels, yes, you beat them the first time. They said it in the pre-game trailer that they have confidence that they have a good read on PRX. But PRX said it themselves that we tend to start slow. Once we get that confidence building, that's when we come online. That's when we're a different team. Hawk to check early and confirm a little bit of presence. PRX going to be starting on the attack side for most of the maps throughout today. I think just Haven is the only one where they don't.
It's been 100% so far, so may very well do it once again. But A site going to be taken here for free, so it's going to be a full-blown 5v5 full HP attempt at the retake as Double Swing comes out here on ramp, and John Cutie going to be able to find the first 2 kills. But yet, Jake, Divine, all taken down. John Cutie on for the ace here in the pistol round, and it looks like they want to give it to him. He'll swing in, but Celsius will take it. But what a clean sweep through. The defuse will come in, and Sentinels will get the first round.
Yeah, this has been one thing that has been plaguing PRX throughout this event, is their pistol rounds have been a little bit off. I haven't seen them really find too much success. They dropped, I think, both pistols on Sunset against T1, but they have good anti-ecos. Or good ecos, I should say, against the anti-ecos. But John here, just the initial double swing, kind of getting that information off the Hawk. PRX sometimes isn't, off the rip of a match. They'll W-key at you. They're called W-key gaming for a reason. And yeah, he wanted it. He wanted it.
It definitely did. I mean, that would have been Neural Theft Online going into round 2.
Give him the Phantom. He's just going for it. Yeah,
he's got it.
Let's do it.
It is against a force buy. Stingers across the board here for the side of PRX, so still are going to be looking to up the pace. Seeing how they fare. Having that Neural Theft here would feel pretty damn good.
No blast packs for Jing, though, so you're not going to be able to try to get up close and personal with these Stingers. So you're going to have to take your time here as PRX to try to get into the space. So a lot of pressure here on Monyet and Divide to set him up.
Spray through, it's going to be the Trailblazer cleared. Can't make it through the smoke, so doesn't really get much. Flash and defend. I know that there's no one playing in that position, but it looks like they still want to break through. Mail up here in towards Heaven. Second pulling back, gets himself wrapped around over towards stairs. Celsius as well, dropping down into the site. And widely, everybody from PRX going to start backing away, but here comes Sasi and Monyet. Going to be caught. No, jumps over to the side and actually wins out the fight. Sasi taking down second as well, falling as Divide finds the follow-up kill. The wrap back through, push their way back over towards this B site. Spray gets a line of connection there onto Zelsis, tagging him low, and heals now come across from Forsaken to get everybody else back up to full. John Cutie though, the Phantom, do some significant damage. The push coming in, something managing to find him, and now the weapon is in his hands. Swing out, Forsaken gets Celsius, and all of the heroics from the first round, they mean diddly squat.
Oh, what do you do against this?
Shots flying, 10's down to 2 HP. A flawless pistol with a 4K into a flawless force buy attempt here. PRX, they tie it up.
I mean, I said they've been good on their ecos, but this wasn't exactly an eco, but they're still able to pull this out. What a reaction by Monyet. Knife out, able to only take a scrape of damage, jumps out, immediately repositions himself, and Forsaken pushing out of smokes. I mean, they are not afraid to start cutting off your rotations. They want to catch you off guard, and that's already a little concerning, like the fact that PRX might be able to get their confidence flowing this early.
Flash from Sasi. Jiggle peeking, but something already crept up so far forward. Can he get the catch? No. Damage not going to be taken. Paint Shell's now going to be let loose. That'll slow up Jing. And Tens with a great headshot is able to find something. Spray coming down for Forsaken, just eating some of the damage there from the snake bite. Tens is situated in backside. Ultimately, though, it will be a trade. Weapon going to be recovered as they go ahead, scoop up that Spectre and the Phantom.
Yeah, a lot of investment there, having that Phantom.
Neural.
Yep, the Neural, exactly. He picked it up in the last round on the death.
They know the positions. They know it's going to be A. Divine now having to reposition, gets himself settled down here towards screens. TenZ, however, has the Phantom Dog jumping his way. He's trying to remove the dart. TenZ pushing forward. Checks over towards main, puts Monyet down to 1 health. The Astra, that's the one carrying the spike. It's not yet in the sight. They back off for the time being, though. It's a window of opportunity to try to push through as Jing needs to try to hold the line here. Get some decent damage across. Will not be able to find the kill.
Just getting Monyet to this site is so challenging.
30 seconds left.
Checking for the push out towards screens. Nobody from PRX is going for that angle. Are they just going to go for the kills? Nope, tossing the spike over. Giving it to the safer hands of Devi with the higher HP bar. Let's see what this retake's going to look like. TenZ with that Phantom. That's going to be the scary part.
All of it's scary right now here for PRX.
Toxin screen down.
So much pressure on Devi to deliver this round
Last
win.
player standing.
Yep, Monyet will get dropped, swinging. He's able to find one, cannot get the second. John Cutie will be able to find the follow-up kill, and that is going to be Sentinels swinging it right back, the pendulum swinging into their favor.
Yeah, and at the beginning of this round, Sentinels have a really good read on what PRX is going to want to do on this hit. They've got players ready at both sides of the pillar of B, plus they've got the Sheriff holding the door. They have a paint shells immediately after the entry of something to cut off the reinforcements of PRX. Yes, Forsaken gets in. He gets a couple kills with that Spectre, but he eats quite a bit of damage and gets the vulnerable through the snake bite. And then transferring over all that damage done to Monyet makes things so much more difficult. Sasi, quick to take down Jing. Could have been a fair-ish battle. Jing, you can hit a headshot. Now, are we just gonna dive right in?
Looks like that's gonna be the case, and somehow Jing still able to just see the flash bloom on TenZ's face. That's the alert that he needed. He's able to line up the shot. Lucky to come away with that one, but Jing gets himself on the board now. His first kill found.
Look at how spread out PRX is. So this is not going to just be a big-on, full-on hit. The Trailblazer, though, going to keep a lot of Sentinels in place. You know, we'll see if PRX wants to rotate or not, but Second steps out.
Swings out, does find Jing. Orb got taken by Forsaken. Seeker's now online. Boombot cleared out, so Devi's position, at least for now, going to be hidden, but I don't think anyone's going to go pushing into him. He's managed to trade it back. One duelist for half of the smokes here.
Sentinels reading that there's probably going to be a rotation. At the very least, you put yourselves in a position where you can pivot a little bit better off of that kill. You heard the spike get dropped.
But first they need to check the site. I'm not sure if anybody could have lingered forward in towards A. Seeker's now going to be let loose, though. Clear out on the cam and the trap wires. They know that this is going to end up being a B hit. Something dashing forward, gets himself up on top of the box. Trap wire now gone. Plant can come through. Monyet looking to try to get this backstab off in heaven. In the Nebula, which now dissipates. Sasi able to draw down, finds the kill. Zelsa's going to be taken out at the same time, however. Forsaken having to pull away, gets tagged up as he dips back in towards Garage, but he and Something very low on HP. Something, however, it might not matter if he can get headshots like that. Dashes back across over towards the rope. On the hunt is Sasi, managing to find the kill, but he himself down to 5. Forward, Sasi, finding Forsaken, gets the headshot, gets the buy as well. Clears him out of heaven, and Sentinels will move up 3-1.
What a piece of work from Sasi. Absolutely insane the way that he's able to hit those shots, and on 5 health at the end of all of it. And I kind of like what PRX is doing here. It's a flash play to set up Jing off the rip. Like you said, that flash just catching enough of TenZ's face, sticking enough through that smoke, they're able to see the flash through it. But then, you know, they had Something on the other side of the map the whole time, and it kind of led me to believe that this was going to be a rotate, but they lost the spike over on the other side of the map. And that gave time for Sentinels to reset, to spread their forces out a little bit. I like what PRX is doing on the backside. They have multiple layers of flanks, but they had Monyet and Devi. It wasn't enough to get the job done because Sasi just popped off.
Still enough force up, but see some weaknesses here. Devi going armorless into the round with just that Vandal.
Cover going out.
As is just Devi. I'm gonna say Forsaken. No. Got the half armor.
Who needs armor?
Check in towards Mail.
Click heads.
Is often the solution. Monyet backing away, not wanting to be seen by the Trailblazer.
Well, this time around, a different setup from PRX. They're taking their time, left the spike in sewers. Sasi's got a two-man push coming out.
I'm not sure if they're going to be ready for it, but the shots do not connect. The flash, they dip back away. Looking for the stun on the Nebula, and it does manage to hit. Something gets the kill. Saucy going to be taken down early. TenZ has to back away. Oh, trying to fake the dash forward. TenZ should be able to suss this out, but still is just going to be pulling back. In the meantime, a sight getting ready. Get jumped on as Jing. Caught by that trap wire for a brief moment. Ends up getting cleared out though. Now Forsaken holding in heaven, managing to find a second. 5 HP for him. Looks back through the Nebula, gets himself out onto the Raptor. Something creeping in from behind. No one checking for it. Play this out patiently. Nearly finds John. He does swing back through to get Forsaken, but then Monyet arrives in heaven. Takes him down. One death. PRX will get themselves a second round win.
Yeah, and off the rip here, you know, PRX taking their time, not something you're really used to. Saucy probably feeling confident off that 4K in the previous round, seeing if he could maybe punish. Mostly PRX had been leaving one player in B main, maybe seeing if he could win that duel, go for a little bit of an ego there, but PRX had 2. And they're able to use that Nova Pulse, well timed by Monyet to get that kill. And then that opens up the space there for something to start going for the lurk, as all that attention over to the other side of the map, start sending the rotations quick from Sentinels. So PRX here starting to recognize already that that Sentinels is going for these fast-ish rotations, and that they're trying to get in the back of them and punish them. And this time it did work.
Cam set up in heaven. On watching. Off that for now as the double push comes through on ramps from both sides. Something able to come away with one. 1 for 1 thus far. Second not really wanting the challenge any deeper, given that he just has that Singer in hand. Now John Cutie out from screen will be able to find a second kill, so the duelist's gone. Tip of the spear broken off here.
Cage trigger. They found my wire.
PRX, they can still get work done with a stick. We'll see. These 3 players
there
can manage. Seekers go chasing forward. Second receiving some spam up through that Nebula.
Forsaken touch of damage though for his efforts. It's gonna be a tough hold here. Monyet's very far away.
Come back through. Paranoia goes across. Second trying to push out. Does get shut down. Forsaken will find the kill. Swings out. Looks for another. But there's just too many players facing him. Can only come away just that one. Hold now onto the spike. The trap wire here to block it. John Cutie is just holding this one. Yep. They don't even realize it. Divide looking for the follow-up, will be able to find the kill. They'll clean him up and ensure that the weapons won't be carried forward, but Sentinels still get the round win.
Lovely, lovely retake here for Sentinels. Yeah, they lose people, but they win the round, and it's because of that trap wire placement. John QT knows he can stick it because they're going to have to either push it or clear it to deal with him. Plus, you had Saucy going up to the ramps to check that area. He knows he's pretty well clear at that point to stick it. It's only that one player. It's only Divide that can really challenge him. And he's got the opportunity to pull off one way or another off the contact of his utility. Plus, he's got that cyber cage, that little extra protection. Very nicely thought out by John QT.
Safe shells out early as something goes for the entry, but has been spotted, and Saucy will gun him down, keeping TenZ protected. Already the entry falling apart a bit as the spam continues over in towards A main.
If Monyet can win this duel against Zellsis, he could have an opportunity to rotate through ropes.
Might just end up doing it all the same, but now a second-year-old up online here in round 7 as the Seeker's going to be used. Forsaken saying, well, I've got something sort of like that. Sends it to try to hunt him down as TenZ goes for the reposition, now creeping his way through Ramen in towards mid. Things are coming down though, so they're well aware of this. They do keep him noted, but Divide melted. Second somehow getting that kill at distance with the Stinger. Now pushing out shots sent over towards Jing. He manages to avoid them, but it's just him and Forsaken now left standing versus the full 5. Nelson's gone, but Saucy swings out from Alley, gets rid of Jing, and that's now a 3-round lead for Sentinels.
Yeah, some of these early hits for PRX are getting read really nicely. Sentinels had a 3-man stack, all kind of watching the landing zone of something there. So Sentinels have pretty well prepared for some of these executes that PRX likes to dial up. You can see everybody's just tunneling in on where they were going. So the tendencies being read here pretty nice by the Sentinels. PRX, again, Zellsis, really important there that he doesn't die, because if Monyet can find that pick, he can find that kill, he's able to really break that open and make that rotation a lot faster, a lot safer for PRX. Instead, Zellsis buys a ton of time, is able to keep PRX in check and allow for the reinforcements to get there to get the job done. And Alex, good time to take a timeout here, regroup, resituate, I think some of the rounds that have been working a little bit better for PRX are when they're taking their time at the beginning, which, you know, you're not used to saying that about this team.
Yeah.
Usually you're like, nah, just go at it, bro. That's how they find success. But
I mean, when PRX slows things down, that's one way to catch the opponents off guard. Alex wanting to intervene in just the 2 rounds picked up thus far. And of course, world's biggest Jing fan is here in the audience. Always showing support for Sun. But we'll see if this timeout is going to work the magic as Alex hopes, or if this is just giving more time for Sentinels to continue to download the playbook.
yeah, it is really interesting. I mean, I love what I'm seeing from Sentinels. They're just so reactive to what PRX is doing. And PRX had a couple rounds where they're able to make some good adjustments on it, but now they're kind of back to trying to brute force their way through. Haven't been able to find that success for the most part on those fast hits. That is so quintessential PRX. Some big ults though. You do have Devised Viper's Pit. You do have the Cosmic Divide. Now you do have a counter Viper's Pit from Zelsis as well. Hasn't popped it. Wondering if maybe he's gonna pop it off contact.
Well,
At B.
we will have a brief little pause here.
Womp
See
womp.
what's going on. Just be a minor tech issue that we can hopefully get taken care of very quickly so we can get back underway.
Well, anyway, I was gonna say, I think Sentinels is probably gonna lean for an A-heavy defense. A lot of teams like to pop that Viper's Pit at the front of B main, just kind of control that space on their defender side, force the other team to try to make it go through a different area. He's got it with him on the desk too. That's how confident he is. He's gonna like, could you like shoot your teammates when they screw up? Like, just be like, God, come on.
Or just, you know, you pull off like an ace and you just like send a little nerf shot
Send out
across
in
the
the crowd.
stage.
Yeah, like sign it and send it in the crowd.
Not, unfortunately, not like a t-shirt cannon,
Yeah.
you know, type deal, but yeah, you know, I mean, nice little memento for the team.
Ooh, now we get the glasses. Zoom in. What is what is Zelsis saying? He wants the fist bump? Oh, he's leaving him hanging though. Oh no. The
Nope.
vibes. The vibes, Achilleos.
If we get word as far as what the issue is, we will push that out to you guys. But for now, it's like we're just going to be chilling for a little bit. Players got, I don't know, maybe a little too excited.
Yeah, somebody
I'm just inclined to blame the players.
yeah. Oh yeah. No. We gotta blame them. It's always their fault for the tech pauses. Absolutely. Somebody just like peaked their mic too much, yelling. Not exactly sure, but hopefully we'll get this all taken care of. Yeah, SEN winsies. Yeah, so far so good.
Yeah, 5-3 on that defending side, looking pretty good. I mean, for the side of PRX, you obviously just had that timeout called. Just had that discussion with Coach Alex. They can come back in. A couple more rounds on this attacking side will feel pretty decent and will feel comfortable for them.
I'd like to see them take a little bit of time, look for some early space that they can take slowly. Don't need to take the space super fast, and then work off of that. Find a good opportunity to get that Cosmic Divide down. Hopefully get the plant. Maybe you need the Viper's Pit at that point, maybe not. And something win. I love that Jet doll, though. That is very nice. And the little
Kunai.
kunai, that's what they're called.
Of course, the signs continue to just be excellent here in the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. Saying even though it's not Korea, you know, still let's have a good event, basically. Let's have fun.
Well, PRX are here representing Pacific, so a win here is still a win for Korea.
Yeah. It's
Go
still
Bim.
great. I mean, the fans are having a blast. It's so many people are here. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, knew that it was going to be pretty filled up, but the number of signs that we have, and again, like every time I glance at a different one in the audience, it just, there's a different name on it. So there's just constant support for every single player that is on that stage right now, which is just fantastic to see.
Yeah, our lobby is just full of fans down there. Every time we're coming in and out, and it's been really, really good to see the support. Yeah.
Trying to cover them up.
Yeah. Get rid of that. The PRX fans. So funny.
Always good when the you got two different people that are in the audience, sat together, came here together, but they're just cheering for different teams.
Yeah, exactly. Forsaken fan on the right, for sure, but oh, I thought for a second that might have been like Coach Sicko or something, like coming in here.
Oh,
the hair and like the suit.
Yeah, he's got tied back. Sharply dressed all the same.
I mean, he was with that Zekken team, so with XET, so.
Being told that the issue is almost taken care of. So we should be back on our way here pretty shortly. So appreciate you guys bearing with us. Just want to make sure that everything is good to go and hopefully no further issues after this so that we can just sit back and enjoy the rest of the final.
Yeah, that'd be ideal. This one kind of just a random occurrence, so should be good to go. Monyet, that was a Monyet fan on that last poster, by the way, and then we cut to him. Apt.
The cameramen know what they're doing.
They do.
Looks like, all right, I'm getting the word that all is well. So let's go ahead and resume this action. There's only a couple seconds remaining, so the barrier's now dropped. Blade's going to be pulled here. Something just going to be stockpiling some cash, hoping to take a weapon off of one of the corpses of the Sentinels players. Pit invested over at B Garage, however. Sentinels want to lock that position off as Divide has been spotted. And oh boy, he is screwed. The spray through, that's the lurk. Take it away. Oh, the dash in intercepted. John Cutie finding him. It's Forsaken trying to enter into the site. Things very quickly falling apart here for PRX.
Yeah, you're going to try to get this plant down. Monyet has to win this battle.
Spike planted.
Just hoping that he can buy enough time for Zelsis to turn his sights back over there towards B, but does get caught. Second setting of the rocket, takes down something over an alley. Now it's all on Jing. Showstopper of his own, but is he going to be ready for Saucy here? Because obviously Saucy now knows exactly where he's at. Double spray coming through. Saucy finds the headshot, and the fuse will come in.
Jeez, mate.
And that timeout not going to lead to a winning game plan here. Sentinels now move up 6-2.
Yeah, I mean, John QT doing a great job with his utility once again. This time playing for himself. He's setting himself up for this kill. And the trapwire just not expected. It's definitely been something that's given PRX a little bit of trouble here. He's trying to find ways around these trapwires successfully, and it's kind of why I'd like to see him spread the map a little bit, take their time a little bit, make sure that you're able to really get something in positions where he can pop off, because when we've seen when he's given the space, the opportunities. Yeah, here we go. Showstopper. Is it Jing time?
Not only that, I'm looking at Tens right now with the operator in hand. Flash not going to note anything. No one there to eat the damage from the paint shells either, so Boombot still rolling forward. Oh, a leg spotted. Saucy's hitting some shots. The Cosmic Divide now going to be used. Jump up over the top. Tens gets a collab. Finds something in Divide. Jing with a Showstopper only able to get Saucy, and then he's quickly traded a second. Finds the kill. What a shutdown coming through. These things just completely crumble in the blink of an eye here for PRX. The double jiggle through. Monyet able to come up with one kill. Another paint shell built up. Lobbed over at Forsaken, and Tens will get himself a third shot.
It doesn't matter now.
7-2, Sentinels not backing down.
Tens able to get ahead of that Cosmic Divide. Get that collat. Love to see that from his perspective.
Well, we'll take a look at it, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm just double swinging in through main. Want a shot from him, and then is able to finish the job. I said a third shot, it was really just the second. There's a huge pickup comes through. That very much crushes the economy from PRX.
All right, let's see what they're gonna try this time. That's a weak buy. Only something with a Vandal. Devi's been sitting on this Viper's pit for quite some time, having a tough time getting into a position where you can even really use it. Boombot's trading space. Now something right on the other edge. They never saw him.
Oh, they don't check
my
forward.
God.
Okay, the pivot there from something does manage to find the kill. Second able to trade it back. As Forsaken will die. The nade just couldn't get away from it. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, and Saucy still on the hunt, lingering here in mid. Jing pushing forward, avoids that spray, swaps the gun, and is not ready for it. The jump comes through, and now it's all on Divine, Monyet, Stinger, and the Sheriff to try to see if they can do some additional damage, but with just a couple more rounds to be played out in this half, the money is so healthy, there's just no way to break the bank.
Yep, no reason Sentinels not to just full spend every time now, and Seeker's making things all the more difficult for PRX to try to be a little bit sneaky about this. Oh boy.
The double drop, the push comes in, second, gets himself a third kill. And now it's 8 confirmed here for the side of Sentinels.
Sentinels looking really confident and really good on this split pick. Rightly so. Every twist and turn.
There it is again.
Yep.
Both timeouts being burned in the first half from PRX has worked out for him last time, but given what we're seeing, I'm not sure if it's going to be the same case.
Yeah, and it's just these tricky positions that they're hiding themselves in this time. Sentinel's showing so many different looks to PRX here, whether it be, you know, just reading their executes, or in this case, just able to maneuver themselves into positions that PRX just isn't ready for, able to find their blind spots. So homework really well done by Kaplan and crew for Sentinels. And so now, got to find ways around this. And Alex is letting him know what he thinks is going to be the best way to do so. And honestly, he's usually pretty good at this. So let's see if he can get him turned around and maybe we get a run back here on the split. And we'll see. I mean, again, we talked about the shield versus the spear, or the movable object versus the unstoppable force. And so far, Sentinel's defense has been impeccable.
It's been looking damn good. The shield is very much holding up so far. Things could always change once that side swap comes in, but that's why we see this timeout called, because Alex does not want to end the half with, you know, a 10-2 scoreline. Wants to be able to try to push this to at least an 8-4.
Yeah.
And then would, you know, have trust in the players to be able to pilot the defending side a little bit better. But now we can see the op just getting shifted over. Zekin going to be the one with that in his hands now.
Yeah, he's over towards mid. They're expecting maybe some more mid pressure, but another B hit. It's a Jing special. Guiding light there, but nobody home for Sentinels.
Oh, but that tag, that's pretty nasty. They go jumping across, Forsaken down to 36, and obviously as this guy cannot heal himself.
They're not giving up much information. It's just pulling back every time. All this utility from PRX has not been impactful other than maybe gaining space, sure. They're going to try to make a crunch over here, and that op is going to be waiting from B Heaven.
I'm not saying I haven't seen anything in mid thus far. Cut through, but Zekin holding the line. No flashes available. The walkout gets taken down. Boombot, nope, has to be abandoned, but the paint shells can be let loose as he tucks back around the corner, and now Celsius finding Jing and Defy. Shuts down the approach completely and utterly as Sentinels, they will go ahead and continue to move forward, making this gap between the two teams even larger. Looking right back in, Poison Orb comes up. Looks away for a brief moment, one gonna be spotted. There's the cleanup, Shorty in hand, Moneyette actually finds two. Then gets tagged from behind, Sasi putting him down low. The spray coming in on the chase, Tens around the back. Ready to cut him off. As the spike is stuck. Moneyette wanting to play for this one. But no, I mean, the time just isn't there.
10 seconds left.
He will just play to align the economy. Gets himself another kill as Tens will fall, but it's 9-2.
Yeah,
round
you know,
before the switch.
think back to last year where
Nothing will be
Moneyette
saved
had that
after
tremendous performance on Split and Pacific. But this time around, PRX just read every step of the way. And, you know, on top of all of this, while PRX is making this rotation, Sasi sends out a Trailblazer that checks like most of the site, and it makes it so much easier for Sentinels to prepare for this maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, hey, damn clean shots from Moneyette there to find the two and then get the third, but unfortunately that is not leading to these round wins. So Sentinels for now just looking stalwart.
And it's these like retreats that they're doing. Anytime utility comes out from PRX, they don't challenge it. They just let it happen, back up, and then adjust, and you know, look to punish off the back of it. So PRX be a little bit more disciplined with their utility, and so far this round, it's been a little bit better. Sasi is going to get the confirmation. A few players, or at least one player, is over there, and something maybe going to challenge the angle.
Oh, I think Sasi did have the read that it was going to be two. So many more than that. Just Moneyette lingering back. Poison Orb dropping. Celsius trying to find the jump kill. Gets taken down. Second. The timing a bit off. Something able to find him before that rocket can come into play. Fight set in the back alley, but Sasi's still on the site. Only 50 HP for him, but perhaps the heroics can come through. We saw him clutching with 5 health. Tens trying to close the gap. The Shorty can't make it happen, and Sasi will be flushed out. Now it all comes down to John QT. Try to get an ace clutch to get a 10-2 half. Otherwise, that 9-3 is coming in. Spots the first player, can't make it happen. Flawless in the final round of the half. PRX will be able to find a third round, but they have no timeouts as they get ready to swap to this defending side.
Ah, Devi never used his pit.
Yeah.
Never used it. I mean, he never got really an opportunity to be frank. At this point, the round was over anyway. But, I mean, that's just how clean these defenses were from Sentinels for the most part. They just weren't giving them opportunities to really do what they needed to do. And, yeah, look, definitely don't count PRX out. We've seen this time and time again, that somehow they just find another gear, they find another level. And, yeah, defender side isn't their side of the map, but usually. But you never know.
Well, Sentinels just going to want to start things off with another pistol. Get that double digit locked in. Because right now, odds very much are stacked up against PRX. You know, if this was OG release split, we'd be like, oh yeah, this is fine.
This is done.
Completely recoverable. 9-3 curse and all that, split defender sided, but it's not been that way for some time here. Be damn sure, just given what we've seen so far, that Kaplan also has a very good idea of how PRX is going to look to play the defending side.
Yep, and he's just really been well set up for their defensive halves for the Sentinels against PRX. Now, can they get that same level of success? Certainly feels like they've got a lot of momentum. They've got some good reads. Pistol rounds have been a little bit shaky for PRX. See if maybe they can get one here and turn things back onto the right track. Or if it's going to be the Sentinels just maybe looking to run away with this and send us right over to sunset.
Everybody right now outside of A. Like a very fast take on the site. 1-star set up by Monette. Maybe try to slow things up. Otherwise, it's Jing with a frenzy in his jiggle peek so far. We'll finally spot one.
Oh boy.
It's Forsaken up close, thinking about sending out that guiding light. Flash held, paint shells coming down, pushing them forward up the ramp. Jing's gonna be good for one. Forsaken finds another, but the trade back is instant. QD and Saucy getting one apiece. The site now in the hands of Sentinels.
Yeah, it's a good combo there, but just it was two players and both were dealt with, so that's gonna buy enough space and time here for Sentinels. And they're pushing screens. Monette aware of it.
Trailblazer gonna spot them. Monette needing to clear this out. As first it goes, oh, the timing.
Oh no.
Draws it, what a snap! Monette gets the headshot. It felt like he was dead to rights, but somehow comes away with a kill. They push up into the poison orb, and Zels is gonna be taken out as well. That's all on Saucy. Top fragger at the moment, frenzy in hand, but he can't steady the aim. Monette continued swinging wider and stops and gets the kill. PRX will get themselves a pistol round win.
It's huge. And I like the way that PRX starts this with their combo. You know, it's the flash into the paint shells and then the double peek from two different angles. It's a good little trap play, but the Sentinels react to it incredibly well. You can see that the flash doesn't catch too much there. And then,
show me the Monette kill.
Yeah, the Monette kill is...
Oh, my God.
Come on, man.
What a drag across the right click.
Look at that, just that wry little smile. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, despite the lead, no force up here from the side of Sentinels. Just gonna play this out. Normal guns. Oh, something going for the quick peek. Instantly has the dash away.
Yeah, he saw quite a few bodies of Sentinels in the middle there and is like, yeah, I'm good. You guys go ahead and come over here and help me just in case. Yeah. But this rotation could be catching them a bit off guard. It's just Forsaken holding an angle, watching this, and then you're going to have to rely on some of these smokes to maybe buy you some time. But if Forsaken can't do a lot of damage, he's going to get the confirm. So now Jing's starting to scooch over.
Doesn't give a ton of information just because you do anticipate that a Cypher is typically going to be lurking, but now that the paint shells come in, that is the tell all. Jump up over the top in second with that right click, managing to find him as he lands. Tens as well, taking up Jing. And with just classics, now they get some weapon upgrades. And this might just be a complete repeat of what we saw at the top of the map, but this time it would be Sentinels winning out a Thrifty and getting themselves up to 10. Catastrophic for PRX.
And those natural instincts of PRX kind of bite him in the butt here. With that Guardian, I would have liked to have seen Forsaken fall back instead of trying to push that angle. He got caught with the paint shells as he started to W key forward. It's looking really good for Sentinels.
Paranoia across, tuck away against the wall. Divide to the find one yet. Sprinting forward, finds Celsius. Divide, swinging around the back, finds another, something now. Trying to be the difference maker. A quick lob on the paint shell, something tag low in second. He started the round with a pistol kill. He'll end it as well. A triple. And Sentinels will take this round away.
Beautiful adjustment to switch to the classic in that moment. Go for that jumping right click. Knew he had his opponent weak. Very, very smart stuff. Zekken has been so on point on this raise, but it's the over-aggression here from PRX. Jing and Forsaken feel like they can just kind of brawl them. They know that it's mostly classics or suspect so, off the information that something had seen with the weaponry in hand. But I would have, again, with the Guardian for Forsaken, liked to have seen him fall back. You know, just play for the rest of the team to get there. Use that long-range weaponry against the Sentinels. Box them in on the site, and then use your gun advantage in a much better situation. But the tendencies of PRX are what they are. Again, PRX giveth, PRX taketh sometimes. That round did not go their way.
A Garage 4-stack, a Bucky and Jing's hand holding things down over in heaven. And pretty much all of Sentinels playing on this side of the map. Flash to confirm some presence, and that dog should be a bit of a tell-all, but no, just a single swing out from something will take it down. PRX maybe thinking that they forced them towards the opposite side of the map, and they would be correct.
Yeah, and the flash as well from Forsaken alerts to the presence of at least two there, and you have to assume on an eco that they might be overstacking, and you can't play and try to brute force your way through. And Sentinels making a rotation, but like you said, PRX.
Let's try it again on this side of the map.
Yep.
Jump forward, second. Oh my God, managing to find Forsaken as he's mid-air jumping up. Something will be able to punish that one back. And
Divide.
Weapon recovered, finds two. But around the back, oh, TP4, 10's taken down. Divide looks to hold the site. 8 bullets remaining, the swing out, Celsius takes him out. That brings Monette now. The last man standing, but he cannot nail the shot. Celsius will clutch it out in the round, nearly getting away from them, but Sentinels move up to 11.
Yeah, doing what he can, Divide, putting up some big multi-kills, coming alive there, but just really not enough in the tank. Good reaction by something. A really good dive in, gets ahead of the flash there.
Barely caught. Yeah, the wisps coming off the Omen.
Yep.
I like the attempt, but huge from Zelsis. No, PRX. One more buy to really try to break this win streak that's been started up here. Stop Sentinels from getting the map point.
Couple charges away from some ultimates that could help you out, but gonna need a multi-kill round. It feels like not much pressure being put on the orbs on this defender side for PRX. It's gonna be Divide Forsaken over on the A side, couple in mid.
Swing out, something having to back away. Jing will find one, but it's just going to be traded here as both raises will fall. Also swinging back across, checking out Garage. Now Monette is hovering. Looks like Divide got a spot on the one. Tries to cut off that A main access point. Forsaken able to find John Cutie before getting taken down. 10's breaking things open once more on this side of the map. See something on the hunt, but just a little bit too late to get the punish on Celsius. Swings back through. Divide seeing the drop down before that smoke does bloom, however. Manages to find one, and it keeps PRX in with a man advantage.
Toxins going up.
Just are they going to be able to read this rotation from something?
This is a pit. As soon as he plants this, he's going to have it online.
Toxin screen down.
And they get themselves up to 12. Why the hell not invest it?
Welcome to my world.
Now use 10's, hearing the footsteps. Gets rid of something. Slow on HP, and as he swings out, will fall. Divide and Monette now needing to hunt within to try to get Celsius, but he swings out right in front of Divide's crosshair. The kill will come through. Monette will get the handoff to get one away from the Cosmic Divide. And for now, PRX will stop Sentinels from getting the map point.
I like the way Sentinels play this round because they give themselves a really good opportunity with Celsius buying a lot of time on the other side of the map. He's able to draw the attention of Monette and something to allow kind of a 3v2 over on the A side. and they almost get away with it, but Devi, able to somehow be unaccounted for, finds that pick onto the spike. Gets enough extra time here for these rotations to start coming through. Something might get cut off. TenZ there, almost able to survive that, but Devi with a quick reaction, and Devi coming to life, getting dialed in these last couple of rounds. Some big multi-kills, get PRX into it. Pit available for him, and he's gonna put it in the mid.
Knocking off a bit of the map, but A, only really being watched at the moment here by Monette. No presence in heaven at the moment. Couple shots to go through, sees the Trailblazer. With the paint shells coming out as well as that showstopper. Everybody gonna have to start rotating off. You can see already lurking his way down into sewers is Devi. Jing taking position over here at ramp. Swings out, finds one. John Cutie gonna be taken down. Paranoia does connect. Zelsis pushing forward, finds it. Receive that flash. Now the swing in from behind. Devi arriving at the perfect time. Second, pulling back, but was noted. Ends up getting eliminated by Forsaken. The cleanup comes through. PRX, this time a much cleaner round for them. Keep 4 players alive as they take another step towards a run back on this map, but there's still a long way to go.
Yeah, no doubt. But this is great reaction from PRX, and Jing able to find that big first kill, catching John QT a little off guard, and then the flash to bail him out after TenZ's Paranoia, just a touch too late from Forsaken, but didn't matter, because the rest of PRX was on their way. Devi right there with a great double. And then they're
Trying
able
to get out of there.
Yeah, that's tough. Pinched in there, and some huge ults for PRX. Gotta watch out as Sentinels that Jing, he loves to get explosive off the rip, try to take some space, start dividing you on this map. Here we go.
Going over towards Ramen, finds Celsius, takes him down. TenZ just around the corner. Boombot, check the right side. Nothing gonna be noted there. Is second taken out, something able to find the kill. Jing will be able to get his mark. Saucy now needing to be wary about this. I mean, yep, the footsteps from behind. I was gonna see, is he gonna turn? He finally does. Finds the headshot, looks for another one.
Enemy remaining.
Monette continuing to play forward, will take him down and gets the finisher on the John Cutie. Now, 4 rounds separating. How long can they keep this up? PRX only had to invest the showstopper as far as ults were concerned, and that is going to draw the first timeout of the series from Sentinels.
Yeah, and just a good read here from PRX, able to catch that player in Ramen. Jing loves this. This is his favorite angle to take with that showstopper on the defender's side. He loves to get in a Ramen because it creates a lot of problems. It's a lot of mishap. Even if he doesn't find a target, he's splitting you, and you either have to gamble on one side of the map or wait back and try to punish him. But then you got to worry about the rest of PRX being right at his heels. So this time around, though, just an eco for Sentinel, so not the end of the world. You can definitely still get this done, but PRX finding their footing, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to be too little, too late, potentially? I think something's going to grab an op coming into this next round. So that's going to make things even trickier. Got to be aware of that as the Sentinels and see if they can find a little bit more success. They've been getting swarmed pretty quickly. PRX now starting to find their feet, starting to find their reading on the timings and the understanding. And a big part of it is, I think, they're starting to recognize that a lot of these hits are off the back of Saucy's utility.
I mean, Saucy has been a monster so far.
Yes.
I mean, the 5 HP clutch, just the util placement and timings from him so far has just been absolutely great.
But he's the one that's often leading the way with where their executes are going to happen. It's the Trailblazers, the Guiding Lights, those kind of things are kind of pretty indicative of where Sentinels have been wanting to put their pressure. And it looks like they might be setting up for a bit of a fake towards A to start. And maybe a rotate around to the other side or something like that. We'll see exactly what it looks like. Something here with that op going to get backed off by the flash.
Hear the dash out. Jing's still nearby though. That Jiggle Peak. I'm not sure if it was wide enough to spot the operator, but either way, this neural theft certainly will. Now going to be noted. Still the push coming through TenZ. Getting his way up in towards heaven. Flash again, just fully catching something. Monette going on a walkabout though, might be able to strand the spike if he can get this catch on John Cutie. Drags across, but oh my god, I mean, it looks like he barely stopped moving. Wow. A couple of frames to be able to get that headshot. And what a punish.
What a drive-by for John.
The timeout here from Sentinels working wonders. Operator now on the floor. Team still very fanned out from Sentinels, and completely split worlds apart for PRX.
They're able to. The reason this round is going the way it is, I mean, yeah, John hits a great shot, but other than that, they dragged a lot of PRX's attention to the other side of the map.
Hands on the lurk. Back around the corner, and Jing might just fall.
Last
Trap
player
looks like he's going to
standing.
swing back, and
30
now he's got a
seconds
full
left.
sprint, but Ten's not going to go for the chase. Actually, that sprint not going to be coming through. Jing still wary about giving up the audio cue. Trying to keep his approach mysterious enough. But there's just so many angles to check. 1v5.
Spike planted.
And ultimately, looks like he's going to go maybe back off, or no, the alley approach now.
Gonna have to be one of the best aces you've ever seen, but Jing's done it before. About that bind game.
This, though, I think would be a world above it. He's able to find one. No way in hell of a transfer on to Zekin. He'll finish him off. The timeout working wonders here for Sentinels.
Match
They
point.
stop the run back and they get themselves up to map point.
Yeah, this is a really good call. Just a little bait and switch. They haven't been too mysterious in how they're maneuvering the map. So this time around,
Great read from John.
just, I mean, John just, wow. Nasty stuff. Tens with a nice little angle onto something. Something able to pull the trigger, but couldn't get the sights dialed in time. And it's a really good timeout call from Sentinels. They use that utility to make it look like they're going to go A, and it buys enough attention, enough time for them to swing over, but something with the opener.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say, it's kind of surprised to not see the investment there on the operator, given the Divide was coming into the round with about 7,000, but something, just wanting to go with the Vandal, comes up with the opening kill. The dash there is now full presence out here on towards mid. Swing out from Divide, trying to get the timing. Only gets a little bit of damage down on Azelsis. Moniette now. Stranded on the site. Jing trying to peel, trying to pull some attention. Can't do so. It's Forsaken as well, swinging in from behind, but peek back off the rafters, and John Cutie finds the headshot. Moniette continuing to just play this out as quietly as he possibly can. Shot just over the head of John Cutie. Spike now, going to be dropped in second. Trying to hold the line, he manages to do so. 2 kills for him, and it all comes down to something in a 1v3. Have to be the 4K clutch to keep this map going, otherwise Sentinels going to be starting things off 1-0. And that's exactly what will happen. Celsius will find the final headshot as Sentinels, for some reason, this just seems to be the score line between these two teams. It's a 13.